In this video, I'm going to teach you how to set up Perforce on a DigitalOcean droplet. So if you haven't already, then you hit sign up. I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in. Once I'm signed in, you should see a start building prompt. I'm just going to hit get started. Let me call mine Boda because that's the game I'm working on, and I'm going to set my repo up for it. I'm just going to hit continue, and then we're going to add our billing information. So after putting in your credit card information, it's also going to ask you if you want to add team members. I'm going to do that later. So then you're going to go to cloud.digitalocean.com, and then we're going to create a new project. I'm going to call mine the name of the game I'm making, the abbreviation for it anyway. Mine's going to be an operation/developer tooling, and I'm just going to hit create project. I'm going to skip that. Okay, now we're going to go to marketplace.digitalocean.com, and I'm just going to type in Perforce, and we're going to use the helix square option and just hit that. So I'm just going to go with the absolute lowest pricing I can for now. Use the closest data center to me. For now, I'm going to use a root password. Later, I'll probably switch to SSH key, but it's a little more complicated. I'm just going to leave all the defaults here on additional options. And let's rename this to be Perforce. And then we can pick one of our projects. I'm going to leave it where it is and just hit create droplet. Okay, so now you'll be on this page, just the project one, and we're going to go down to droplets, and we can see the droplet we created. You do want to take note of this IP. That's what you'll be connecting to later. Okay, so now I'm going to go to more, and I want to access console. Okay, now on this panel, we're just going to change our login as root to CentOS and hit launch droplet console. If you get a message about how it's still setting up, then you just have to wait a few minutes and it should let you get here. So now we need to run that password command. So we're going to do cat/home/CentOS/perforce.password. Okay, now we can close this. Okay, now we're just going to type in SSL. Then you're going to put in your IPv4 address. So mine is 162.92.201.11666. And I'm going to change my user to Perforce. That's the default one. And just hit OK. I'm going to trust my device. And then we need to put our password in. Okay, and now I'm in. So now I'm going to create a new workspace. I'm just going to hit OK. So now, before I do this, I'm going to go ahead and create a new project. So I'm going to launch an Unreal Engine 5 project. I'm just going to set up a third person template. create. Now we are good to go. So I'm just going to close this. We just needed to create it. So I'm just going to browse for the files I want to add. So I'm going to go to my project folder. And I want to do Boda temp. Then we're going to hit next. Next. And start. Okay, now it's finished, and I'm just going to hit the finish button. Then if I use the Streams Depot dropdown, and then you click the further dropdowns, you can see your project here. So the last thing we want to do is I'm going to go to where my Perforce is set up. And then here it is. And we're just going to open this project instead of the one the launcher created. It's just a duplicate, so we've just moved wherever the project files were into this Perforce area. But you'll want to use this one over the other one because this one's the one that's linked to the repo now. Okay, now with that open, we're going to go to Tools, and we're going to connect to Source Control. So now we're going to type in our server address again, so that's SSL, and then whatever your IPv4 address is. Then you want to put in your username, and then part of the time it won't automatically show up, so you'll just have to type in your workspace up there, and I'm just going to accept settings. So now if I go to the content browser and I just open up one of the folders, so then we can go to source control and we can check it out. And if we go back and right click, then we can check it in. Or if you didn't actually change it, you can do revert and revert unchanged only, because you could have multiple files selected right now. I'm just going to cancel. But that's the basic setup. I will probably be making a couple more videos on this.